So one of the things that Edventure does is our startup course. So we get teams of students to set projects up that make a difference in the town. So there's a new trending word I learned in the funding world, and it's called co-benefits. So we're providing skills and learning for young people, but also we're setting things up that tackle other issues, community issues, and also environmental issues. So I wanted to share with you a few things that we've set up in partnership with various other organisations in town, including Frome Town Council. So the first one is the Share Shop, which is now over 4 years old. I think it was the first in the UK. And our latest impact report said that the Share Shop saved about 60 grand in money. So instead of people spending money on buying stuff, they saved money by borrowing it. And in the same way, it also reduced carbon emissions, because the logic behind it is people don't have to buy the items themselves, so they don't have to be produced in the first place, and through that we are reducing the impact of carbon. So yes, 127 tons was an independent impact report, the estimate. But it's this whole science of this whole carbon reduction, I think, is a bit dodgy. But so I think it's what the report said, and I'm confident to say that it does reduce the need for stuff, and therefore it reduces the carbon emissions. But whether those numbers are the exact numbers, please don't drill me on that. The other one is the community fridge that many of you might know. So the community fridge has a similar amount of carbon savings, and the logic behind that is we are saving landfill emissions that come from landfilling it, but also from producing new food. And it's a massive quantity, over 90,000 items that would have traditionally landed in the bin. And I think we can be very proud. We did this in partnership with Frome Town Council, that project as well. We're really proud that Frome was the first one to ever attempt to set this up and go through the whole health and safety nightmares of it all. There are, I don't know how many in the UK now, but well over 60. Yeah. Last year we also set up the Frome Wardrobe Collective, what the student did, and the idea of that is to exchange good quality clothing, so to actually take the need away from people to buy new clothing. So it's quite interesting. I think that was a slide that could shorten maybe. Anyway, there's about like in a jumper, about 20 kilos of carbon is embodied in the jumper through the whole production cycle. So if we can reduce the need of buying clothing, that is another way we can save. And considering that a flight to Europe is about 70 kilograms of carbon, actually 20 carbon is, it's a considerable amount. We've also run a number of repair cafes. So similar to it hopefully reduces the need to buy something new. So somebody comes with a broken heater, the whole broken heater gets fixed, and then you don't need to go to the shops to buy another broken heater. And electrical items such as the chainsaw. Couldn't find any data for chainsaws, but I did find some data for iPhones. So it's 80 kilogram of embodied carbon in an iPhone. So if we can find ways in which we can repair more, that is another big impact that we can have. And then I did some crunching of numbers, which are probably completely wrong, but just to ask the question of like, what could we do? If we were able and free to increase our sharing and repairing of 20%. So to do that 20% more than we're already doing, what amount of carbon could we save? So I calculated about 4,000 tons of carbon in Frome, and that is a calculation. That is, but it assumes that we can, that the goods present about 5% of our carbon footprint, which is about 600 tons per person. And when you calculate that by the Frome population of 30,000, you get almost 20,000 tons. So 4,000 tons is a bit of an, it's about 4,000, 20%, 4,000 tons. And I just like to think that we could kind of approach this by this to go like, can we push it this year by another 20%? And what can we do to increase sharing in Frome by 20%? So that's our work. Thank you very much.